We back. Nelson's truck. Let's finish this girl up, get it home. Dan's working on his new tailgate. I'm changing spark plugs. These are fairly easy on this truck. I've done something that wasn't.
Thank God it ain't got headers.
Yeah, we're gonna pull these fenders out, get them cleaned up, get them primed this weekend, and go over all the air management, make sure there's no hoses that can rub. And I've got to finish the bed floor. I'm just gonna weld it around some more and then grind it down, spray paint it blue and black and gray and whatever, and try to make it match, and get this piece of tubing out. And what else? Oh, it's right here. Got to put a mount on the battery, prime the front fenders, finish welding the bed, rough in the alignment, hook up the tail light wiring harness, wire up the gauge lights. I actually wired those up, but they're not working, so I gotta check that. I gotta steal the valence off Dan's truck, because we're gonna put him a valence on here, and put a key switch in it. And yeah, that dude'll be ready to go. All right. I know y'all been waiting on it, so ready to see this girl done. All right, so got the plug changed. Running a lot better. It ain't popping now. We had a couple that was didn't look real good. Those are brand new when I put the motor in, but I had an injector that wasn't firing on the throttle body. The one on the right side wasn't firing. Justin Newton come in, put a new computer in it, fix that for me. And I'm assuming while that wasn't firing, it yanked the plugs up, so put the fresh ones in it. Get my key. And that's also on the list of stuff to do this weekend, is put an ignition switch in it. So, all right, so Dan got his tailgate Chevy kit on. Gotta get that pushed down. But first time you ever done one?
Yep.
Looks good. All right, I got the fender wells pulled out. Kind of rough marked them the other day before, so I know where to cut them. And the only reason I'm cutting some off is because when you look from the side, you can see the end of it hanging down there below the fender, and I didn't like that, so I'm gonna cut it off. Probably, yeah, it's about in line right here with the bottom of the fender. Just gonna cut it straight across. Do that to both of them, and take the wire wheel to them, get all the rust off. We're gonna spray a little primer on them guys, or paint or something, and keep them from rusting.
What are we doing?
Laying downs with seam seal, boy. Y'all just thought I could weld. I can do it all. Not just play it.
There's no welds under this either. It's gonna be held with seam seal.
This is panel bond, dog. Panel bond, panel bond.
Looks like Elmer's glue to me.
It costs a little more than Elmer's glue, but not really. Tube of this younger hand about $6. Buy a tube of panel bond. Holler at me.
$47.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
That was 2021 prices. Hey, hey, hey! Where'd you get that? A brand new wash mitt. Who wants a dog? Y'all want a dog? All right, so we out here. God, I hate you. Move, move, all dogs, move. All right, so we out here putting rubber hose on the air lines, make sure they don't rub. Dan just finished this. Moved the wiring harness, runs through the fender, comes out at the bottom. We have one on top of our wheel tub. Chandler's putting rubber hose where the airline comes out the coil spring pockets. Harness is through there. We got to put a couple zip ties on that one plug and get in there and put some of those guys, the factory clips on the inside. Just drill a hole and make it where it can't hang down. And it's about 11 o'clock. Fit to call it a night. Tired. Worked all day. Been a long day. But definitely runs better. And we're getting there. All right, so we got the wheel tub seam sealed, both of those. I just came in, done the back side of the fenders, front corners of the bed where it was factory seam sealed, the very back edges and the back sides of these wheel tubs. And we went to Walmart, picked up some whatever color that is, and whatever color that is, because they match pretty close. And this one matches pretty close. So we're gonna try to get creative and paint it and kind of make it look like the original. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Think you can handle it? It's spray paint.
Shot.
Spray paint art.
Graffiti the hell out of it.
Yeah, graffiti. All right, we're fit to call it a night. See y'all tomorrow. No peace sign, no nothing, no smart remark, nothing.
It's too late for smart remarks.
A little bit more. Make it a little darker.
Yeah, bossy.
All right, spray a little black on from far away.
Didn't need it no way.
Good job.
That's perfect right there.
Just getting closer. Do a little bit more at the bottom. There you go. Oh, too much black. Now I missed a little light blue on it. I missed a little light blue on it. Be in there. There you go. Boom. Nailed it. So, a little bit of spray paint. Scotch Brite pad. Knock some of the original paint off. Looks like it ain't never been touched. Is this how y'all be doing body work? Oh, hold on. Don't hit that seam seal. It's still wet right there in the corner.
What seam seal?
See
I
the,
didn't hit that.
bro, were we over there? I like his technique. Let's just spray paint it.
Oh, wrong color. That's money.
Yes, sir. I move your cardboard. Look good to me. All right, it's another morning. It's like 7:30. Probably just stayed in bed. But got Nelson's truck. We can set up the phone on the gimbal and see if I can get some exhaust work done on this thing, because it's been nothing but a Y pipe on it since we got it running. It's a little loud. Put plugs in it last night. You saw that. Runs better. So the Y pipe hangs below the frame. It's keeping the front of the truck from laying out flat. I'm going to see if I can raise that up. I don't know how that's going to go, because I haven't even looked at it and paid any attention to see what it needs to raise it up. So we're going to pick it up in the air this morning, check that out, see if that's something we can do. If not, we can take it to the muffler shop, I guess. See if they can raise it up. But we're gonna look at it and see what we can do with it. All right, so what we got is the Y pipe, and you can tell, well, it's kind of hard to tell, but it hangs a little bit lower than the frame. See all the dirt and junk. We got plenty of room here to go up a little bit with it. So what I was thinking is just take maybe an inch out here and here, and see if we can just raise it up enough that it doesn't sit on the ground, keeps front from laying out. And then this O2 sensor is off the, this Y pipe come off a 94, 95 mile truck. The O2 sensor on that truck was on the passenger side. On this side, it was on the driver's side, so we welded a bung in and moved the O2 sensor over here. So this was actually not hooked up. Probably gonna come right here, cut this pipe, add a piece of pipe, put a muffler here, nice and simple. Just get this man some exhaust on here. But first, I want to see if I can get this Y pipe raised up so this truck will lay out flat. Because if you notice in all the videos, the front's up compared to the back, and this is what's causing it. So. All right, so I took 1 inch out of the exhaust. It is above the transmission cross member now. Great. Unfortunately, when I went to bolt it back up to get this side in, this side was drew in just a, hang on, let me make it focus. This side was drew in just a little bit. So I just went in here, pie cut it in a couple spots, pulled it back out where it needed to be. Got all the bolts started back in it. I'm gonna roll the welder over here. Well, I'm gonna bring the grinder first and clean this up, and then tack it about 4 spots. Pull this wipe out back off, weld that, and she'll be good to go. So I hope that's it's about flush with the front cross member, so that should be exactly what it needs to lay out. And I think we got that situation figured out. I cut the factory collector off. You see it laying on the ground right there. This is 2.5 inch pipe. I'm gonna try to go get a piece to go from here to about right here, and then we're gonna hang a muffler, and then we'll do a hanger off of the raised gas tank cross member, and this dude's got exhaust on it. Hey man. All right, so I had old Flowmaster turn down, piece of pipe, raised Y pipe, and now it has exhaust.
Brandon's janky exhaust.
Yep. I really wish I was good at building exhaust, but I'm terrible at it.
It looks fine to me.
Yeah, it looks all right.
It looks fine from my house.
Yeah. And it's above the frame, so it doesn't drag way above the frame.
Yeah.
So, gotta hook this up, and on to the next project. What's the next project?
That's a good question.
We gotta paint the inner fenders.
Yeah. Right
Yeah.
there, fender.
So, art class,
How are we gonna paint them? We're gonna
make them look like the bed.
nice.
Got pops down here. Put me an ignition switch in, so we don't have to crank this thing with old trusty screwdriver no more. So, maybe we won't break nothing. He'd be getting angry once in a while. Hitting it with a Milwaukee instead of using his hand.
He can build a suspension,
Can't even put a sticker
but
on.
he can't take a sticker apart.
I mean, it's sticking pretty good. Maybe it'll stick this back glass is good. All right, so Dustin's last name is Kennedy, correct? Same as yours?
Yes.
Dustin Kennedy made us a sticker. Wouldn't even let me pay him for it. Made a primer gray, match all the rest of the details of the truck. But it says in memory of Pops. That's what they called Nelson's dad. So we're going to get this guy on there. All right, center point's right here. Come on, right there. All right, come on down. All right, y'all, Chandler, stand right back, tell me if it's level.
I would honestly pick it up a little bit, up above the black.
There's an S in the way.
Can't help it. Go your way just a hair. Which side's it?
I can't see.
You're in the way, fool.
I mean, I can't really help it.
Pick Dan, pick your side just a bit right there. It's hard to say because the sticker is cut crooked. The clear plastic is crooked to me.
What you think?
Did a better job at cutting it out.
I didn't cut it out. How the man gonna give us a sticker and she gonna talk smack about it? I think your side. Yeah, right there. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Go from the center out.
I get what you're saying.
Wait, you're leaving it like that?
There we are now.
Oops. Oh well. Oh God. Just kidding. It looks fine.
Yep, that's good.
Looks good for my house.
Take that rag,
That color looks
rub
good
that
there, too.
on real good. and get
Yeah.
it hot.
I'm glad you went,
When
but
I get to the car,
Glad we chose
do you
gray.
feel the spray or something?
Yeah, do not put that brush on.
Yeah, because the Chandler's hard work in the beginning.
Look at this. Yeah, look at this.
When I'm cleaning.
That man went and bought a prom dress this morning. It was $500. How much?
$539.42.
And she's still out here trying to get more money out of it.
I
God,
just like that boy. I don't go broke.
he does though.
Daddy does.
He does.
Poor girl.
You fucked it up, man.
There we go. Alright. What time y'all leaving here for?
Probably somewhere around there, 4:30 something. Maybe.
Let's see if we can get that crease out there.
Let's back up and put the camera in our faces.
That's why I said back up. All right, so we got the inner fenders, kind of paint on the match truck. Some people hate it, some people love it.
I like it.
Dan,
I like it.
Dan said he doesn't like it.
Negative Nancy over here.
Yeah, so
Should have been black. Well, you might as well do the breather like that too then.
no.
I'm just saying.
Don't tell us how to live our lives, Dan.
Yeah, so anyway, there it is. It's actually still wet. Good job, me. Pop's still working on the ignition switch in there, wherever he's at. You ain't even in there. Oh, he's in there. What else we got to do?
They don't match the truck.
We gotta take it to Vidalia tonight for a cruising.
That's a lot darker than the
We got to
Figure the headlights out.
figure the headlights out. Headlights were working, now they're not working. So figure that out. He's got this tore apart in here, and yep, still clicking along. All right, so his old steering wheel, the horn button was about to fall off of it, and it's all broke up. So I had one off a square body. Finna put that guy in. See if we can make it look a little better. That one's all, I don't know, terrible. So put a little cleaner one in there for him. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff done on the truck. It's like 4:30. They're having a cruise in Vidalia, which is about 30 minutes away. I haven't even drove his truck down the road yet.
Wait to find out.
We finna put it to the test right now. Head to the car wash. We're gonna blow the dust off of it, put some gas in it, and do that again. Don't do that. Yeah, my headlights aren't real great. All right, let's go. Well, drove to the car wash. Drove great. Went to crank it up, pulled it in there to wash it. Battery's dead. Bang. Should have charged it a little bit before we left.
Golly. This man just served me. Can we get them wires clean?
No, not the car wash, but we're gonna get it clean. Got this baby sitting on about 80 on one side, 90 on the other in the front. About 45, 50 in the back. Running about 70, which of course speedometer don't work, but all the gauges look good. We just put gas in it, and we got it about 80. Man, this baby rides good. Chandler and KK behind us, Dawson and Dan's in front of me. And here we go. I'll see if it's got it. So this is going well. We made it to Tomb Central, which is about 15 minutes from the house, and started surging real bad, and transmission is kind of shifting hard. Stopped, adjusted the detent cable, and battery's dead again. So about to jump it off and probably trailer it back to the house and try again later. Yep, we're still working now.
We just flip this breather right here.
Probably run. No idea what's going on. Brand new alternator. Showing 14 volts on the So we took the breather off, and previously there was a bunch of butt connectors on the injector wires, and I'm pretty sure one of those was grounding out, because now it seems to be running perfect again. It got a little warm when it was sitting there idling, got up to about 220, and it's come right back down once we started moving, but seems to be good now. So we're gonna keep on venturing.
Give me 70. I'm bid 60. Want to give me 70? $60 going once. $60 going twice. So 75. Want to give me 80? 75 going once. 75 going twice. Sold to Chris for $75. Good job. Okay. Donated by Lowe's. They're one of our sponsors. It's 159 feet. I'm bid 70. Want to give me 80? I'm bid 70. Want to give me 80? Want to give me 145? Want to give me 50? 45? We got 46. 46. We got a 46. Want to give me 50? We got a 50.
So, we left to cruise in. We come over here, eat some hardware pizza, got some lemon parmesan wings, had a good time. Then we went to Scoops, got some ice cream. Then we came out to no freaking headlights. So we got yeah,
Headlight.
probably brighter than what was in there. So we got the headlight bulb out. It's a c1500 bulb. Just sent Chandler and Dawson to Walmart to get us some new bulbs. And you've been drinking?
Slightly.
And maybe we'll have some headlights here in a few minutes. Yeah, it ain't like you can see with them, but I mean, at least I won't get pulled over for not having them. Were the taillights working?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the ones that come on this truck in 88.
Rob.
They've been there a minute. All right, so it made it there and back under its own power. But that was a very, very rough test drive. I thought it was about ready to go home, but it is clearly not. So, hey girl, you happy to see us? Yeah. It's got something right here when you put on brakes. It's kind of like an old vehicle that had drum brakes on the front. When you hadn't driven in a while and you put on brakes, it snatched the wheel. But it does it every time right here. So I don't know if that's a rubber brake line or a caliper or what. I think I might have reached the top speed of 50 miles an hour on the way back because apparently the fuel pump is shot. It runs great idling, but you can't give it any throttle. And from Valle to here, it's basically hills. And every hill I went down, I could get up to about 55, and then going up the hill on the other way, about 40, 45. So that actually looked like it had the original fuel pump still in this truck. So there's that. The headlight situation, I just drove back with one headlight, and I broke the clip, so now the headlight was pointing at the ground, so I really couldn't see anything but Dan's taillights the whole way back. And there's no dash lights whatsoever. That's one of the things, like when you get a truck like this, that the motor was messed up. They weren't driving it. It's been sitting a while. You just got a bunch of issues like that you got to figure out and sort out. And that's just part of it. It's same way with Dan's truck when we put it together. Had a couple of issues. Chandler's truck, I don't remember if we had any issues with it or not. I think we just drove it. You know, it happens. But despite all that, I still don't hate it. I love this truck. And it rides freaking amazing. I mean, what's not to love? Look at it. I love it. So Sunday night, me and KK's out here. I went and got a fuel pump earlier. Just snatched the bed back off. That's good, babe. We finna throw a fuel pump in this guy. I know that one looks pretty fresh, but it's just because we cleaned everything. I don't know how long that one's been in there, but it's been there a while. So I'm gonna put this new fuel pump in. I got a new fuel filter. And what else? Oh, a belt. So we're gonna put them in and see if it's better. Yeah, I'm gonna probably say that was what I wanted. It's a little crusty. Ooh, the filter looks great. That looks like you just brewed coffee through it. Ooh. Hey, maybe that was the problem. Got another ring, which this pump didn't have. Let me look down in this car and make sure there ain't no gigantic chunks of things replaced like.
Yes.
Oh, it's definitely dirty. Drain that. I thought we drained the gas out of this.
I don't think we did. I don't remember y'all ever doing that.
Because that may have come from the three-way store yesterday when we stopped and got gas. We'll put the pump in, change the filter, see how it runs.
Hey, I can see me in the reflection.
Huh?
I can see me in the reflection.
Reflection where on the back glass?
Yeah.
That's your beauty radiating off the glass. There it is. Alright, let's see if it's gonna crank. So I get parts and they get bubble wrap to pop. Think y'all done got the goodie out of that one.
No.
Put your hand on that and see if you can feel it come on. I hear it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cycle it a couple times. Oh, let's see if it crank. Success. Very nice. Alright, walk over here and let them hear the belt squeal.
I mean, they can already hear it. Hey. I know y'all heard that. She told me to shut up on camera.
I'm the world's worst.
You just told me to shut up on
shh,
camera.
hush your mouth. Shut up.
You need
That's
help.
terrible. Yeah, I do. Yeah, they got the ceiling.
So I have like a $75 hood prop that I got from Jeff, but I don't know where it's at, so we're using a broomstick at the moment. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, so
Cold. It's cold.
I need a
Be warm in that shower, you go get one.
No, it really won't be.
Alright, so we got the old bell off. You can barely see the numbers on it. They don't really look dry rotted, though. But we got a new one anyway. It was like 20 bucks. Gates, that's part number. If you're O'Reilly's, it's like some part stores that we've been to, they can't even look that up. We got a pretty good one though. They pretty intelligent. Let's see if it squeals, squeaks, or whatever. A guy asked in the comments about wiring up the battery because we moved it to the back. Very simple. Under the hood, you have a battery cable that goes from the positive side of the battery and it runs down to the starter terminal. Basically, same thing that this wire right here does. It just runs from the positive side down the frame, goes to the positive terminal on the starter. The wires that go to the inside of the truck to power everything also hook to the starter. So you're basically just extending your cable and putting it here. This side, we just put a terminal. I welded a bolt to the top of the frame. That way I know it's got connection. And put another one. That's simple. And then you got a power wire that comes off here also. It goes to the Stinger 80 amp for the compressors. You got a toggle switch on the inside that goes from a key 12 volt. Goes to a toggle switch on the dash. Runs back here. Goes to one side of the pressure switch. The other side comes out, goes to one of the small terminals on the relay. The other side's just grounded. That's it. Just that simple. And this dude sit in my yard for 3 weeks, and I went and cranked it up. When Friday? When I pulled it in? Yeah, it's Friday. Had 190 pounds in the air tank and cranked it up. Drove to town, 5 minutes, wouldn't crank. Don't know what happened, but I drove to Vallejo last night. That's like 30 miles each way. It crunked. So the only thing I can think of is maybe that this battery cable speaker amp wire may not be enough. I'm gonna keep driving it, and if it doesn't keep the battery charged, I'm gonna definitely put a welding lead on there. That's like a 4-gauge power cable. We've got everything heat shrink so it stay out of the weather, but we're gonna see how that goes. And I'm gonna put some miles on this guy this week because I really want to shake it down and make sure everything's good with it. All right, so we put the new fuel filter on. We took both of those lines loose with our fingers. It may have been sucking air. It may have been a problem the whole time. There was some nasty, nasty stuff come out of it though, so I'm pretty sure we're just gonna have to run what little bit of old gas was in there, because it was literally bottomed out on the gauge yesterday, and I put, I don't know how much you put in there? $40, I think. About, it almost filled up. So that's what I was saying earlier. That gas may have come out of the three-way gas station tank like that. Can't ever tell. That's why we normally go to Murphy's or oh, never mind. It's gone. Here's some switches, Cholo. Cholet, whatever the female version of Cholo is. Here, come on. Here's the switches. Let's drag it. All right, so we all went to the cruise in Saturday night. Truck kind of let me down. Came back, put a fuel pump in it, and that fixed the running problem. This thing actually spin a tire now, but it's still, this brake was grabbing really bad. When you put on brakes, it like snatched the wheel to the left really bad. So talked to Nelson today, see what he wanted to do, if he wanted me to go ahead and do the brakes or if he was going to do them, and he told me to go ahead and fix them because he wanted it roadworthy. So we're putting brake lines on it and brake pads. Gonna see if that fixes it, and if not, I guess we'll get into the rotors and stuff. But they're still pretty smooth. Ain't no real bad grooves cut in them. So we'll see. What you think? Think it's gonna fix it? I think it was a brake line.
I think.
All right. So we was trying to push this piston back before we took it apart. So it makes it easier to put the brakes back together. But that piston's not moving. So when you put on brakes, it was pulling really hard to the driver's side, which means apparently that one wasn't working at all. So it was making the left one do all the brakes, which is good for us because now we know actually what was wrong with it. So we'll pick up the caliper tomorrow because it's already 9:30, and go ahead and change that brake line, and should be good to go. Yeah. Closer. All right. So the next project is when I got done driving it, and you shut it off. It was puking water out where the overflow hose is supposed to go, because there's no overflow tank. There wasn't one on it when it got here, I don't believe. But if there was, it's long gone. So we got the next best thing.
Boom.
Yeah, I just poured that out. It was my personal stash to use this bottle. So, Nelson, you want me a bottle of Crown Apple? So what we've done is got a big hose clamp. Drilled a hole in it, so our sheet metal screw can go in. Drilled a hole right here for our sheet metal screw. One mount coming up. That simple. All right, so even sometimes the best laid plans don't always work out. The one strap didn't work. We had to put a second one up on the neck, but pretty sure you can flip this guy over and that ain't going nowhere. That's not a challenge, by the way. And voila. Drill a hole just big enough for the hose to go through where it's still tight. And I found the bottom half of a fan shroud and put that guy on. See if make that look like it's supposed to. One step closer. Man, there's a lot to do on this truck.